Hello, everyone. My name is Julia Chen. I'm here presenting to you on behalf of ABM Nano. We're a manufacturing business as a startup company with our unique technology from Houston, Texas. Today I'm going to talk to you about one of our focus industry, the electric vehicle, more specifically the solid-state battery. So based on the market analysis, the solid-state battery market was valued at $62 million in 2020, last year. And in the next few years, it's going to grow dramatically. And by 2027, it's going to grow over to $480 million. And we all know that the solid-state battery is the goal, but because it's safe and it's fast charging, it gives you the long life with battery, which means it's going to be long mileage, and it has lightweighted. While the traditional lithium-ion battery contains flammable liquid electrolyte, which causes battery fire and even explosion, lots of safety issues, as we all know. But currently, solid-state batteries are still not reliable or scalable. So we need to replace the flammable liquid electrolytes by the solid electrolytes. The key problem is that the solid electrolytes are centered by ceramic powder. And centering the ceramic to a high density electrolytes using a lower temperature and less time is a huge challenge right now. So the good news is that ABM Nano has the technology to solve the fundamental problem for the solid-state battery. Here we offer the nano-sized lithium solid electrolyte. It's different from the liquid electrolyte. Our ABM solid-state battery, we can offer the high efficient volume production because of the efficiency of this nanotechnology, and it gives you the high ionic conductivity, of course, the high density, and it's dendrite-free, which offers you the safety. More importantly, I would say our technology is completely mechanical engineering, so it does not contain any chemical pollution, which exactly matching the requirement for the zero emission. So here's a picture I wanted to show you, the difference between other supplier in the market and compare it to what we can offer. On the left side, that is the current market supplier that they offer 5 to 7 micron size and some are larger particles that offers only low energy density. That's the particle size that they can offer. That's the best they can offer. On the right-hand side, with ABM's nanotechnology, which we patented recently, and it's a high energy density. That you can show the difference, you can see the difference. And it's like if you compare, you cut a tree and you have a wood log and wanted to put it in fire and burn it, and compared to the sawdust, you want to burn it in a few seconds, it's just burnt out. So that's the huge difference that you can tell, and then it's going to save a lot of energy to burn it. And so centering the process, it's the same thing. It's going to cost less time and less energy. So our particle size is 100 times smaller, and we have the 50 times more faster processing compared to any other process. And it's going to be at least 20 more times of energy saving. Now, I wanted to show you the current player in the market for solid-state battery research, and they're claiming that they're going to be the first one who offers the solid-state battery for the market, electric vehicle. I don't really want to see them as a competition. Of course, right now we're still a startup company, but at the same time, we can drop in our technology, our products for them, sending them the solid electrolyte we're producing from ABM. And at the same time, if they are not interested, then we can continuously develop, including solid electrolyte and the electrodes, which means the anode and cathode as well. But we do have the advantage to manufacturing all those ceramic powder in a highly efficient way. So, and here's some endorsement. Dr. Steve Harris is on board with ABM Nano as our advisor. He commented as ABM is the only technology that he knows that can reduce the energy cost of solid electrolytes enough to make them commercially viable. And by the way, we're going to work closely. We plan to work closely with Berkeley Lab and in Penn State to continue this research after the promising feedback they've already sent to us. On the right side, that's Professor Jordy. They did some analysis and experiment with our powder, and his comment on the right side shows that this could be a major contribution if everything demonstrates as what expected. So the middle side is the TM result. As you can see, it's 50 nanometer size and smaller. So here's some results and feedback. We have the promising result from Berkeley Lab that shows that ABM is the only supplier offer such small nano size. And by the way, the smallest particle size is 5 to 7 micron size, and they cannot even scale up. So it's not viable at all for commercialization. The second is from Penn State. We worked closely recently for the experiment for the censoring. Yes.
30-second warning.
Okay, thank you. And also from the Chicago. So it's all very impressive, and they've got the best result they've ever seen. They wanted to continue working with us, and we're looking forward. Well, for ABM, nanotechnology has a broad base. We can also making other powder, including the high entropy powder, thermoelectric powder, and high other magnetic materials, all kinds of nanomaterials with our patented nanotechnology. This team is over 15 years of experience manufacturing. We've had our business back in Canada, in Ottawa, and we sold our business in 2014. To a public traded company. It's definitely an advanced materials expert team. And we have already delivered tons of powder to 13 different countries back then. Well, here's what we're looking for. We're looking for $3 million for 10% equity. Within 18 to 24 months, we wanted to deliver the prototype with Berkeley Lab and Penn State. And the next step would be commercialization and the business growth. And we do have the plan by 2026. If everything goes well, we wanted to do IPO or acquisition exit if investors are interested as an option. So there it is. Thank you very much. We will not stop until we make it.
Excellent. Thank you, Julia. Any questions for Julia? Go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, I have a few actually. Do you have any outside validation of your solid electrolyte from other types of manufacturers like a Panasonic or a LG or BMW? That's number one. Number two is, what method do you use to actually make your nanopowders?
Good question. Thank you, Joshua. So basically right now we have just started working with Berkeley Lab and Penn State. They've done some experiment, which, you know, they said it's very impressive, and they wanted to continue the research, and they believe we can create this very high density because of the nano size, which other people cannot make. And then that's 100 times smaller. For Panasonic and all other automaker, we actually have been working with GM in 2019. That's where we started. And for the nano size powder for the solid electrolytes. And that's also why we are more confident than ever about this material. And we haven't really get in touch with any other companies yet. The technology itself is called high energy planetary Bombmill, which we have been developed on and off for in the past 20 years. So now that, you know, about 3 years ago, we decided, you know, it's ready for the market, and we started it, and we've sold some powder to different companies, not just for the battery, of course. And, you know, during the pandemic, we worked with GM, but now we start to, you know, working with Berkeley Lab and Penn State. We wanted to continue the research. That's what it is. Hope I answered.
And so your relationship with GM, like, are you still working with them, or where was it left off with them? Are you still working on like a joint engineering project with them, or?
We were hoping so. I guess they have a sense of about this material, and their feedback was that our material was the best as what they have seen. But the thing is, somehow their project paused during the pandemic, And to be honest, I have no way to understand exactly what happened afterwards. I did send email and I was told that that team transferred to a different section. I cannot answer after that on behalf of them. So, but it's and by the way, Steve Harris, he worked for GM for 18 years. So, and he's on board with me and he understands exactly, you know, what's going on. He was communicating with them, I guess, you know, hopefully by the time we finish our solid electrolyte prototype, we would be able to go back and work with them again if they're interested.
Go ahead, Dr.
Thank you.
Brown.
Thank you.
Need to unmute. Hi, this is Diana. Can you tell me a little bit about your IP portfolio? Is it patents? How many? What does your application funnel look like for this particular process?
Thank you for the question. We've already applied patents for this particular material, which is LZO powder in nano size. We just patented really because we believe we're the only one who can make it, and we're way ahead of the game. Even if somebody knows that this is the material or this is the size that fits for the high density requirement, I don't think anybody can develop it in in the next few years. The next thing is for the technology. We're actually on a pending for that patent, so I can get back to you with more information if you need it. Thank you.
Go ahead, Judy.
Hi, what's going to be your business model?
Oh, that's a good question. Remember, I was talking about the competition or the partnership. I was actually trying to reaching out to the QuantumScape or Solid Power, more of QuantumScape at the time. You know, Solid Power is more recently. I wanted to really tell them that we have this technology, we can replace any other suppliers right now that they have. I believe that is one of the key issues why they cannot make it commercially viable. But you know, I guess every technology, every company has their own confidential information they probably won't share. So if they are not open up with us, we're going to have to make it for ourselves. And so not only the solid electrolyte, we probably would have to make it into an actual solid state battery. But for the prototype, Berkeley Lab can make it into a solid state battery prototype, not just electrolytes. So it's going to tell you if it's going to work or not.